with us we have Qazi. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So you are on more of the development side.
Yeah, so I do game development on creative on Twitch, yeah.
And we actually have a trailer that you have. Okay, we're going to roll that really quick and check that out. Here we go.
Making video games is hard. Making video games in front of a live audience is probably insane. Still, I can't imagine going back to doing it any other way. My name is Qazi and I'm an independent game developer. I stream the development of my game Skyhook, a party platformer where you fight with grappling hooks. I do all the programming and the pixel art for the game on stream, with ideas and feedback from the community. I work primarily in the Unity engine in C#, and I use a Cintiq 22HD along with Photoshop and Pixel Edit to do the art. Early on, I was able to add Twitch integration to the game, so that when the stream was starting or I had to take a break, the chat could actually play, betting against the AI, winning virtual gold, and upgrading their in-game characters. Skyhook isn't the only game we play on stream though. When another caster is brave enough to raid us, we take them on in a turn-based battle where the raiders and the chat take part. Doing both the art and the code means I jump a lot between the two whenever it's needed. But it also means we get to have some fun with things like daily cooldown sketches, where viewers get to submit what is usually some pretty insane and awesome ideas, and I sketch one at the end of each show. The moment that will stay with me forever is that when my game finally released on Steam, after 2 years of dedicating my life to it, I was able to hit that launch button live, on stream with my community. It was something that couldn't have happened without Twitch.
What is next? What is next? What is next?
Very cool. Awesome. So you are a game developer that streams your programming and game design. How did you get into this?
Well, actually, I do the art as well. So I actually do my one-person team. So I do the programming, the art, and the design.
Whoa, okay.
How did I get into it? So I started making indie games about 2 years ago or so. And while I was doing it, I noticed, like I was working from home, you know, like a lot of hours in the day. I noticed I had this camera sitting there the whole time anyway. So I thought, why not try turning it on and start streaming? And it kind of, it's like history after that.
That's awesome. So what are your approaches to engaging people on Twitch, like as you're developing?
Yeah, one of the things I found that works the best is my games usually have some sort of Twitch integration in them.
Sure.
So the chat, when they're talking in chat, things are happening in the game. So my most recent game, for example, I'm working on, which is a Convention Tycoon. It's actually a convention simulator, which is kind of fitting for where we are.
Right.
So when chat talks, they show up as NPCs in the game, and they say the things they say in chat, so you kind of have your own little avatar in the game.
What?
So while I'm developing it, you kind of feel like you're a part of the game as well. So that's one of the cool things about being able to make a game, but also on Twitch.
Right.
So when you're creating your games and you're engaging your community and your viewers, who are you finding is in your community? I mean, you're talking about gamers or people who want to be developers. Like, who's watching you as you do this? Because it's a really interesting section to be in.
Yeah, it's a huge mix. Like, I really didn't know what to expect from the community when I first started, but it's a combination of people who are making games now. A lot of game developers watch the show. People who want to make games or kind of always want to aspire to make games, and just some people who are just gamers who are interested in how games are made. So it's a huge variety.
What's your background? Like, how? So you were just making indie games.
Yeah.
We just say that like it's not a big deal. Like, I just make games.
Well, so I grew up drawing, so I was always an artist growing up, so I was kind of creative. When I went to college, my parents were like, well, you're not going to get a degree in art, and I was like, you're going to become an engineer or a doctor.
Oh, yeah,
so I was like, well,
same story with me.
Exactly.
I got it, yeah.
So I was like, well, computer science is in the School of Engineering, so I learned programming, and I was like, oh, I could combine that with art and kind of learn how to make games.
We call those loopholes.
Yeah, exactly.
Found the loophole, yeah.
Exactly.
Nice.
That's great. So do you find that your community, they're actually coming to learn from you, or do you think they're honestly just kind of looking to see how the development process works? Because that's not something that you get to see in everyday life.
Yeah, I mean, one of the coolest things I think is when people are working on their own games, they can ask questions in chat, and if I know the answer, if I can help kind of guide them along, I can do that. Something I wish I had when I first started making games, just be able to go ask someone who's making games right now. So yeah, I think a lot of them are learning quite a bit. Hopefully they're learning. If they're not, then maybe they'll kill me after this, but I think so, yeah.
What strikes me as so interesting too, it's especially with educating, right? And you're really a resource for people, where people can see what you do, ask you questions, and you become an educator. But was that really your intent, or was it just something that started organically, like, well, I'm making this stuff, and
my intention was just, let me turn on this camera, and I'm working on the game anyway, right? So let me try the streaming things. I didn't realize how much of a kind of source of game dev knowledge it was going to be. And it's, I mean, it's a knowledge for myself too. I can go back and see the stuff I did, or go back and see what other game devs are doing as well.
So I want to ask you the question that your mom and dad would probably ask you. So what are you going to do with this? Like, what? Where does this go? Right?
Yeah.
You've got a channel, you've got communities, you're making games.
Right.
But where do you want this to go? Because that's the beauty of this community and this platform is you can really make it anything you want to be. Like, okay, I can educate people on making games and put cool stuff out.
Yeah.
But where do you want to go?
Well, for me, I think it's really just been kind of the direct line to the people who play my games or are interested in my games. So when I'm working on my games, it's not just me in the dark, but it's me live being like, hey guys, what do you guys think about this feature? Should we add this gun to the game or this mechanic to the game? And they can immediately be like, oh yeah, that looks great, or oh yeah, that looks terrible, or hey, what if you try this? And I've had some crazy things I never would have thought of kind of come out of chat.
That's
and then kind
so
of make the game even
cool.
better, yeah. So.
It's like having your own fishbowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. People to like suggest things instead of having to deal with like corporate mumbo jumbo.
Yeah,
like,
so
it's your fans, it's the
yeah.
community, it's the people who are going to be playing your game. So why not listen to them? That's awesome.
Exactly. Yeah, it's been
That's
hugely
so cool.
advantageous. Yeah.
So do you have any sites that you want to plug before we wrap up here?
One thing I want to plug is that we host game jams on my streams.
Okay.
So anyone who's interested in games or game development, if you ever want to make your first game, we actually host game jams on my show where you can kind of make games with the rest of us on chat in 3 days. And so you can just check out twitch.tv/QaziTV for more info about the jams.
Awesome. Give us all your socials, man. Where you at?
Yeah. Wait, what?
Give us all your socials, man.
I thought you meant social security number. I was like, wait, what's
yes,
that?
give me your social security number.
Twitter, QaziTV. Facebook, QaziTV, and Twitch, QaziTV.
Awesome,
That's really cool. Thank you so much for joining us. I think it's really cool that
thanks so
you're
much.
actually doing like some really cool stuff with the Twitch streaming platform. So thank you so much.
Yeah,